You know, sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, when somebody tells us they want something or they're going to do something, there is no hidden meaning behind the statement. There is no XYZ. They mean what they say, and we should believe them. I'm sure you've all seen this clip going viral all over social media that we're going to be talking about today, because pretty much everybody is speaking about it because of the concern, the shock behind it. And let's be honest, in the last few days, it's not the only concerning clip to go viral. For example, the Seattle Pride Parade has had a lot of controversy attached to it, and many videos have emerged. We've seen men on bicycles fully naked in front of kids. Apparently that is a completely normal thing to do. We've seen people barking in the face of somebody preaching and harassing them. We've seen adults encouraging kids to throw bricks at pictures of Republicans. Seems very kind to me, right? Seems very kind to you, and is in the name of love is love, right? However, last Friday in New York City, a group of LGBTQ activists, drag queens, held a march where a clip has emerged of them chanting something that goes as follows. "We're here, we're queer, and we're coming for your children. Topless drag queens spark outrage with inflammatory chant at NYC Pride March." Drag queens and LGBTQ activists marched through a Manhattan park on Friday as part of a weekend of Pride celebrations with a chant of "We're here, we're queer, and we're coming for your children." One topless woman was seen dancing and making the chant as others laughed and joined in, as they always do. Video of the incident sparked widespread revulsion online. And this goes back to the intro of the video, ladies and gentlemen. If somebody, a group of people, is telling everybody, hey look, we want something, we're going to do something, we should believe them. We know they're being serious, especially with what's gone on in the last couple of years. They are coming for children. We all know that. It's just great to see them admitting it in the open for everybody to see and hear. Now, this clip is around 20 seconds long, and I'm going to have to blur most of it because apparently, you know, people just insist on being half naked most of the time. Take a watch. I mean, I'm just glad, as I said, you know, people are out there finally admitting it in the open for everybody to see and hear. Well, what we saw anyway, because, you know, half the video was blurred because people just want to be naked all the time. But even though we've all seen and heard that video, when leftist liberals see that, most of them will sit there and say, well, this isn't real. You know, this is simply fake. But that video is AI generated, right? No. The group narrative isn't true. People aren't kids into an ideology, right? And why do they refuse to believe it? Maybe, just maybe, because this progressive movement has reached such an insane level now that they simply cannot believe it has got this far, and kids have become the focus point. It doesn't matter what it is. Schools, education, mainstream media, social media, the entertainment industry, drag queens insisting on performing and reading books in front of kids. How anybody can still sit there and deny there isn't an obvious goal is beyond me. But remember, you know, if you disagree with any of this stuff, if you disagree with kids becoming the focus point, well, you're simply all the buzzwords underneath the sun. If you're a regular guy, a regular girl, and you disagree with any of it, you must be silenced, banned, and cancelled. If you're a parent who is concerned over what kids are learning in school, you are simply the evil one now. You shouldn't be concerned over what kids are learning at school. This is all bigotry. How does that make any sense? Because to you, to me, and a load of other people, it doesn't. And whilst we make the point of liberals, leftists, progressives denying, it even goes on. Surprisingly, and it's not even really a surprise, you know, because what shocks us any longer, there are people out there who defend the stuff we see. For example, what we saw at the Seattle Pride event where there were naked men on bikes in front of kids. The Post-Millennial goes on to report, left-wing social media influencers lose their minds over Seattle Pride footage of nude cyclists. They have likely seen their father or brother naked before. The Post-Millennial reported yesterday that naked cyclists exposed themselves to kids at the Seattle Pride Parade. Influencers Brian Krasenstein, I hope I got that name right, and Ron Filipkowski, as well as former Star Trek actor George Takei, reacted strongly to the coverage, seemingly less upset that men exposed themselves to kids than they were at the report itself. Filipkowski sent out a screenshot of the post-millennials coverage in a tweet and said, "The right uses this stuff to win elections and then pass laws and appoint judges to take away your rights." Wait. Hold on a second. You mean the right show people what's going on? What's really going on? Oh, interesting. Former Star Trek actor George Takei also weighed in, expressing his opinion that right-wingers would push the same agenda even if there were no naked guys on bikes this year. He then appeared to suggest that adults should not be encouraged to keep themselves covered around children, proclaiming there's no fixing this by calling for self-censoring. So what would you wish everyone do then, if self-censoring isn't the answer? Cancel Pride completely? Age restrictions on Pride events? Because we all know nobody would like that. So what is the solution here then if you're not going to ask people to have the decency to cover themselves? Krasenstein also took to Twitter and reacted to the videos posted. He reacted to Libs of TikTok sharing the report online. He said Libs of TikTok tweeted out a video of naked men on bicycles in order to make the point that naked men on bicycles should not be parading in front of kids. I agree. After others responded to his initial tweet, he replied to comments and made 3 separate points, saying, "Seeing a man naked on a bike isn't going to have much of an impact on any kid. They have likely seen their father or brother naked before." Sharing an uncensored video of naked men on a bike to an audience of possibly 30 million kids is arguably worse, he added. He concluded saying there are much worse things that the average kid will see or hear online and offline in a typical week. In one post reply, Krasenstein did note that he does think it should be illegal for adults to expose themselves to children. See, to me, this just doesn't make any sense, and I don't know how you guys feel. On one hand, he's saying, well, it's not going to have much of an impact on kids seeing naked strangers, men on bicycles, because they've seen their brother and father naked. So them seeing their family members naked justifies them seeing strangers on bikes naked and worse. It's not going to have much of an impact on them. Still, but then he goes on to say, well, actually, you know what? It should be illegal. Which one is it? I don't think you really thought this point through. And yeah, I agree. It should be illegal, for women and men to be showing themselves naked in front of kids. Just leave the kids alone. Oh wait, I can't actually say that any longer. We can't say that any longer. That is one of the most controversial lines to say in 2023. This progressive movement for so long now has tried to normalize the section of absolutely everything because they do it under the notion of expressing oneself. We have to express ourselves. We have to express our desires regardless of what it is and where it is. If you don't allow us to do this, well, you're just simply restricting ourselves and who we are. This is bigotry of the highest level. This is why we're going to continue to see these videos every single year. Because what they believe in, what they stand for, the messaging behind it requires all of those elements. We have to express ourselves. We have to do this. We have to do that. We have to be free. 3 more days until this frustrating month is over. Can't wait till next year. But that is the end of the video. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have enjoyed today, then please, for me, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video. But until next time, until tomorrow, it has been your boy JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace. I've never seen anything so crazy in my life.